Good afternoon, YouTube friends and family, all our Facebook friends and family, Instagram, all of social media.
Yo.
Here come the Kaiglers, Natural Amor Forever at it again. And with our topic for the day, we're going to do is it's basically some random topics or whatever. We have a thing where we ask you all to send us feedback on what you would like for us to talk about. So this video is dedicated partially to you, Rhonda, out there. You had some questions for us and different topics that you wanted to hear us discuss, and they are pretty good, juicy topics.
Juicy.
The first one you asked us about is, should you have a huge wedding or purchase a home? Now, I'm gonna go ahead and let you go start that out.
Let me tell you something. Nobody, I don't think. Why is it so important for everybody to spend an arm and a leg on a big old wedding? Like, cause at the end of the day, it's just gonna be you and your loved one. Why not take all that money and spend just a little honeymoon and get a new house? And I agree with that. You know what I mean? I mean, just put it on yourself. You don't need no big extravagant. I mean, it wasn't extravagant all the time while you were just dating. And in love, it's about the love.
Right.
Save it for yourself. Why go broke afterwards?
Right, you go broke afterwards, and then you have these people that come. Oh goodness, these people that come to the wedding. Okay, you have spent all of this money.
All of it.
Now this is how I was raised. I was raised this way. If you're going to a wedding, you're supposed, as far as like a gift wise or whatever, you're supposed to spend at least the amount of what the plate is, or whatever. You can be gifted to the couple or something like that. But the sad thing is, you spend all this money and then you have these cheapskates that come there. They don't want to give you anything at all. They do not want to sow into your seed. So as far as that goes or whatever, that money can be used for something way better. And purchasing a home as opposed to renting a home, you are sowing into your seed.
I'm not even saying having a court wedding. Like, I ain't saying this downgrade. I mean, there's nothing wrong with a court wedding, but just make it about you and your queen. You know what I'm saying?
Or
vice
you
versa.
And your king, vice versa,
what I mean?
whatever. So no. As far as spending,
we didn't do that.
A huge amount on a wedding, that is a waste of time. As far as I'm concerned, my thing is, like I told you in a previous video, I was myself married before, and we had the huge, ginormous wedding and everything. And my thing is this. Thank God it ended up like this, but hey.
Rhonda, that was a good topic. Trust me, that's a good topic.
That's all. But my thing is, so no. To answer your question, use that money to purchase the home, because it's better to be buying as opposed to renting. You're a union. Okay, and the thing is, with the renting or whatever, you just get throwing away money. You're giving money away.
Just like rent a center.
Yeah, you just
no hit on rent a center. I'm just saying, like, it's kind of like that if you don't pay it on time.
And your next and final question was a good question. Now I would have to answer this question. The question that you asked was dating between the ages of 40 and 50 with children. Okay, now I don't have any young children or whatever. I'm not ashamed to say I'm 45 years old and you are
33. Right.
So there is a 12-year age difference between us. He can't answer this particular question, but I can. The thing is with the kids, okay, like I said, I don't have any little kids or whatever. My daughter's 23 years old. Okay, I want you to realize this, okay? You are a woman, okay? And with that being said, even if you were a man, okay, in between that age bracket, you still are an individual. So dating should be comfortable for you. As far as I don't, I'm a firm believer. I don't bring everyone home to meet my children, I'm going back to whereas when my daughter was young.
Or family.
for that much. So my thing is dating should be relative. I mean, you have your standards and things like that, but what you need to do is just open up a little bit more. You
Mm.
know, open up a little bit more or whatever with yourself and everything, and understand that. I know you were saying something about drama. You
Right.
don't need drama. Trust me. Trust me. I know that. Nobody wants to deal with drama, but with everything, sometimes that drama can turn out to be something really great. You have to be open
Yeah.
minded and
Go through the
accept.
rough to get to
Yeah,
the
go. Yeah,
paradise.
to get to, perfect. You said it. Hey, I'm rambling. You said it just perfect. You have to be willing to put in that extra
Yeah.
effort. And I always tell people sometimes we may be having such a hard time with dating and things like that.
Yeah.
It's time to reflect on yourself. Why are you having such a hard time
Yeah.
with relationships and things like that? It comes to a point where if you're constantly, okay, everything's going good, everything's going great,
Hmm.
and then you constantly end up
You get
basically,
bored with that
yeah,
though.
you get bored. But you have to sometimes look at yourself.
Yeah.
Maybe the other person is not the problem. Maybe you are.
I mean, not saying
So,
pointing directly. We all gotta take accountability.
right,
There's three sides: their story, your story, and the true story. You
right,
know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
what about self?
Mm-hmm.
Can I fix? You know what I mean? Is it just that person, or is it something that you got to work on, or something that you can work with
Right,
somebody on?
right,
The patience is the problem. Like,
right.
you got to have a patience with
Mm-hmm.
self and another person. Don't
Yes.
stop just because of one bad apple.
Mm-hmm.
What if a good man come along or a good woman come along? You just gonna stop. You
Right.
just gonna stop. Don't
You're
stop,
just
man.
gonna,
Take your
yeah.
time more than
Take your
anything.
time, and that's another thing. That's a good thing. The key is yes, take your time. I know a lot of people they go from one relationship to the next. This one didn't work out. I'm gonna go to
Yeah.
this one, and this is gonna work. What are you changing? Why are you going through so many different relationships? And I know I see a lot, even with different women that I've come in contact with that want to be married so bad.
Yeah.
Every 2 to 3 months, they're dating somebody else and they're talking about marriage. Okay,
It's too early.
it's too early. There's something wrong, maybe with you. Okay,
Yeah.
that in your mechanism you think, okay, well, this is okay. It doesn't. It looks crazy,
And history repeats itself. This happens.
right?
Been
And
happening for years. It always be like
it
that.
just it just constantly keeps
Yeah.
repeating. Why don't you just sit back and wait? And I know people say, "Oh, life's too short," and oh this no. But if you keep rushing into things, that's when the turmoil, and that's
Yeah.
when it goes south.
And I do want to say this. I mean, this may be an offset. It kind of fall in line with any woman with kids. Sometimes men will try to make their way into your love life or inside your heart by using your kids as a way to get closer to you.
Yes.
Don't let that happen. You know what I'm saying? It should only be between you and that person to develop a relationship before they ever even really see your kids, unless y'all got some type of history or something. But
Right.
if you just meeting a strange person that you never known, couple of dates, they shouldn't even know where you live at yet.
Right.
You know what I mean? Y'all should meet up, have dinner,
Right.
up in public, and then take it slow. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? That's if you don't have
Right.
history.
Right. And then another thing I want to say too, um, to to women. I'm speaking out here to my women. Sometimes you can be so scorned.
Yeah, buddy.
You take out when you meet a nice person or whatever, a nice guy or whatever. You take out on him, all of the frustrations that you have built up deep down inside of you. To be that scorned and that bitter, that's terrible.
Yeah, that gotta
No
change.
one, that has to change. You cannot love
Yeah,
anyone unless you love yourself. How are you going to love someone and you
yeah,
don't even love yourself? And then you bring that other garbage
yeah.
that was in the previous relationship to your new relationship.
Because you could turn a good man into a
Yes,
bad
yes, you
man and
can.
ruin that man for the
Yes,
next woman that
yes, you
will
can.
appreciate him
Hmm.
because you're hurt.
Right,
He just
right,
wanted to try his hardest to love you,
right,
but you couldn't do it, but you couldn't help it. You know what I'm
right,
saying? You can't help. There's no
right,
blueprint for love. You know what I
right.
mean? You just missed out on a great opportunity and
Hmm.
you probably messed that up for the next awesome woman
Yeah,
or man or whatever.
right,
Don't do that.
right. And
Stop
I
that,
can
man.
even use myself as an example. As far as I'm concerned, I'm gonna say I was entitled to have a redo, and that's what I did. Nope, no, 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 and that's what I did.
Yeah.
I was entitled to have a redo.
A lot of people don't go for it again.
Right. Oh, a lot of people
Like,
do
like
not go for it again or whatever. It's like once the marriage goes sour,
yeah,
it's like I'm not doing this anymore. That's
yeah,
that. You put up a wall, a complete
yeah.
wall.
I believe a marriage breakup is more worse than a relationship
It is.
breakup or an engagement breakup.
Yeah.
That's three different types of
Mm.
pain.
Right.
You cheated on me in the process of trying to get married.
Mm.
All that work that we did, and you're not faithful. And then when you get married, you
You're still
just
not faithful.
still ain't faithful. You
You
just
know.
all over the place.
Right.
Like, dude, like, come on.
Right.
Like,
And that works both ways. I've seen men go through it, it's not just a woman's thing,
yeah.
and stuff like that. So my thing is,
Don't nobody like to get
you
cheated on.
no, nobody likes to get cheated on or anything like that or whatever. My thing is that you can do that
Yeah.
and be single. But see, that's too much like right. I'm not you want your cake and you want to eat it too. But
Yeah.
don't, to the women and the men as well, don't become so bitter
Hmm.
and scorned to the point that when true love really does come along, you brush it away.
Yeah, man. But what's the point of cheating more when you get married than when you were just being a bachelor? Like,
You
go
know
back to
what?
doing your pimp thing and you ain't got no limit. Like, basically, you have no
But that's too much like right.
limitations. Like, you can't do that,
That's
man.
too much like right.
Like, let that person go. You go
Hmm.
do your thing. Nobody's holding you here. But all you do
Right.
is put your life on the line because that person might be crazy. They might be crazy in love with you in a good way, but
Oh
you gonna
wow.
cheat on me?
Right.
Like I
Right.
want to put my
And
hands
the
on
thing,
you,
the
but
thing,
come
the
on.
thing about it is that's it goes beyond that. That's
Yeah.
not the worst thing that you can do to somebody.
No, it ain't.
No, that's not the worst thing that you can
Abuse,
do. All
kinds of
it's a
things.
whole list
And abuse
of
can go both
things.
ways too.
Right.
First of
Oh
all,
yes, it can.
first of all,
Yes, it can.
verbal,
Uh huh.
physical. You know what I'm saying? A woman enticing
Yes.
you, or a man
Uh huh.
like telling you,
Right.
"I only hit you because I love you." Like it can
What
go.
kind of crap is that?
Women hit men too.
Oh yes, yes they do.
And they know some
Hmm.
men. If you're a real man, you don't hit women.
Hmm.
They know that we can't hit them back. You know what I'm saying. We
And
won't.
women can be verbally abusive
Oh,
and stuff and things like that. But the bottom line is we have one life to live, okay,
live it,
and we need to live it.
live it.
And I always look at life like this: it's a game, and some play it better than
Yeah.
others. We have one shot at doing this. We make the best of it, and I live life by chapters.
Hey, you like our chess moves, right?
I love our chess
I think
moves.
our board game is pretty okay. I
Yes, I
mean,
do.
some spots may be a little rougher than other, but we always
Oh,
have
and,
a
and, and don't get me wrong. Don't you all see us on camera?
yeah.
But I'm
Go
gonna
ahead,
just go
go
ahead and
ahead,
tell you.
bust it out. Me and my queen, we get
we
we get
we
all that. You know what I'm saying?
argue
Yeah,
because we're so headstrong. Just before
yeah.
were decided to make this video, we had a big argument.
Over what day to record?
Yeah, that's what we argued about. Oh,
Capricorn and the Scorpio.
yes, over what day
Yeah.
we were going to record this. That's what the argument was
Because I'm
about.
like the sun left. I was like, I don't think it's a good day. The
Yes.
wife she didn't agree with. I'm like, dude, and
Right. And I'm
we
just like, let's just go. Let's do this. Our
but I'd rather fight with you over small stuff like who ate my chips
Oh yeah.
than who sleeping in my bed.
Right.
Sometimes,
I steal his food, by the way.
all the time. Some people can say it ain't nothing like having an argument with somebody to argue with, but that you love. But the next day
Yes.
y'all should be okay. It's
Right.
nothing like having
Right.
light, small stuff.
Right.
No crazy abuse, cheating, all that other
All
extra
that
stuff.
extra
Like it's
extra.
small stuff.
Right.
Like, dude, did you put gas in the car? Did you forget? Like, just stuff
Just
like
little
that.
stuff.
But you got to think of older people that stay in their house lonely, sad for that reason, just because they can't deal with it anymore. But there's nothing like having somebody to laugh with, argue with.
Right.
That's gonna be there the next day and not gonna be a different face every
Right.
other 2 weeks. Play it, man. Come
I
on,
remember we,
man.
we meet a lot of people. A lot of people. I remember a month ago talking to a young lady. She approached me. She saw us riding bikes. We ride all the way around the neighborhood, and people know us. They will
Hmm.
stop us at the store and everything. And she
Yeah.
approached me, and I was just telling. I remember telling her we talked, and and she was not happy. She, had been in a 30-year marriage, and she was just giving me some tidbits. And I told her, I said, you have one life to live.
Live it.
You need to live it. Now, I'm not going to go into everything that she was telling me. It
Yeah.
was a personal conversation, but she needs to live it.
Mm-hmm.
If someone is truly making you unhappy, you need to let them go.
Can I say one thing, my love?
Well,
My
you're
queen.
asking me if you can say, go ahead and
Because if
talk.
she all around, I don't want to have to get her. I'm gonna have to get her. I'm gonna bite her legs off afterwards. But no, man, when you see another married couple, man, and you're single, don't be disrespectful to somebody else's
Oh,
mate.
Lord.
First of all, something gonna happen to you. You know what I'm saying? But as a man, you gotta know when to walk away. You don't have to always fight for
Oh,
something that you
boy.
already have. Because we
Mhm.
almost cracked somebody's skull for disrespecting my queen. You know what I'm saying? Talking about,
He
I ain't gonna
just,
go into detail. Dude, like he wasn't mentally all there. And I'm like, dog, it could have went the timing. I felt it in the store that something, this is how you know you really in love, when your chemical imbalance is just one with your wife. Get out the store. As soon as I got out the store, dude was walking past me, my wife looking mad. I'm like, dude, what did dude say? He was like, Madam Big Butt or whatever. That's my new auntie. Oh,
right.
she got a big old. I'm like, dude,
And he
who you
just,
talking
he
about?
was, oh, I ain't never been so,
Who you
I can
talking
tell you
about?
this. I was just like, I heard, okay, because you didn't put it out. I heard this man coming, because what I was doing, I was watching the bikes while he went into the store. We don't like to chain our bikes
Mm-hmm.
up or whatever, and we bike ride just about every day.
Right.
So he decided he was going to go into the store or whatever because we had some heavier stuff that he was going to,
Mm-hmm.
have to
Mm-hmm.
carry. So I'm just saying, I hear this rude man coming up behind me talking. I could hear him screaming, and I was
Yep.
talking to somebody because, like I said, they know us or what. I was talking to a lady, and he just starts screaming about my hind parts
Yeah.
and how nice they look to him.
Boy.
And I was like, please. And I remember my back was turned. I was just like, please. I was like, please, please, not today. Not today. Now, 20 years ago, I would have handled that totally different. We probably would have been in jail. But,
You gotta know when to walk away from certain things and when to crack somebody's skull.
right,
Cause I could tell that dude was gone.
he's
Like, you know what I'm
gone.
saying? I'm
He,
like,
he had
dude,
completely checked
you
out.
know what? Man, you need to go on about your business so you get hit in the
Hmm.
mouth. You know what I'm saying? Like, go on about your business.
Right.
Only thing I want to know is the first question when I got back to my wife, did he put his hands on you?
No. And it was because, and I cannot
Yeah.
say on video what
You
I said to
don't never
him or what
whoo.
happened
You don't
outside
ever
of
know what
that
somebody got on them.
store.
You don't ever know.
But let's just say he backed up real quick
So
and threw his hands
man,
up at me.
I'm
So
gonna
we're going to
say
leave it at
this.
that.
Women know when to start. Basically, if you want them loudmouth women and they go to plane, they shipping all the idiots out the way. Let me say, taking us
Yeah.
on, baby. You know what I'm saying? Let it go by. Look
Ooh,
at it
that's a
again.
big
Ooh,
plane.
I think that's a Navy. They found some
Yes,
idiots.
yes. They shipping them off.
Man, look,
Bye.
before this little nice, beautiful time run out, man, I just want to say you got loudmouth women with calm husbands, and you got loudmouth husbands with calm women, and it ain't got to be a husband or wife. It could just be a relationship, period. What I'm saying is know when to back down and when not.
Hmm. Yeah.
So my thing is you don't ever want to put your other
Everything
mate
is
in danger.
not a
But
battle.
if you by yourself, Christmas is canceled. I'll never want to put my wife in danger. Christmas is canceled. We gonna touch everything 7 times.
And on that note,
Yeah.
we're going to say if you like this video, hit like. We
Yeah.
love and value your comments. Miss Rhonda, we hope we answered all of your
Thank you.
questions.
Thank
And thank
you.
you so much for commenting. And to all the wonderful subscribers, we love you. We're going to say hit like, leave a comment, and
Hit the notification bell, baby. Natural Amor forever.
ever.
Give me some sweet sugar. Oh, baby. What's that song we like? What's that song?
I ain't gonna
Living my best life. I ain't going back and forth with you. Living my best
You
life.
can't. You said it.
I didn't say it. I bleeped it out.
That's why you got lipstick on.
I didn't say it.
Okay.
I bleeped it out. That's a blooper for sure.